Guys, this is What If Ghoul, and today we're going to be talking about what if Deku was in the zombie apocalypse, part 1. So, we're going, so, where we start off is where Deku was in the middle of class at UA. He looks outside the window, and then he sees a person at the gate, or the media at the gate. Like, this is right after the USJ. Then he sees one person limping to the to the reporters. Then one of the reporters says, "Hey there, sir. How do you feel about Oma being a teacher at UA?" Then he just rawr, rawr. The guy just goes and bites the guy. Then what do you call? What do you say? The guy, after he keeps eating him, nobody notices. Then he dies. Then the zombie goes and eats another person. 10 to 20 minutes later, what the person stands up and goes keeps biting people. I'm gonna say in this one, Deku is a big fan of zombie movies, so he understands how the apocalypse works and like that. So what the Deku like says to Misazawa, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Hey, Sensei, Aizawa Sensei. Well, Aizawa says, "What is it, Deku? Or what is it, Izuku?" He says, "Can I go to the bathroom, please?" He says, "Sure, go on ahead." Though he goes to the bathroom, but instead of going to the bathroom, he goes to the roof. Then what? He stays on the roof for a day, 'cause, you know. Then what? He goes down, sees everybody just like being armed with weapons and like that, and Deku is not confused. He also crafted his own weapons. I'ma say a quirk canceling gas is about to happen. The zombie apocalypse happened and All For One, alright, is not behind this, but he was working on a gas, or Overhaul was working on a gas to stop the zombie apocalypse, or not the zombie apocalypse, to stop quirks once and for all. Then he released it without him knowing the zombie apocalypse. Everyone sucked in the gas. Then everybody felt they didn't have the quirks anymore. Izuku was familiar with not having a quirk. Everybody was in a panic. They didn't have the quirks and like that. But the quirkless people who were actually in UA, alright, they didn't they didn't feel much different. Alright, so we do a little time skip of a year. Alright, I'm gonna say Deku, alright, was going on a raid with Bakugo and his goons. I'm gonna say his goons also got into UA. So yeah. Alright, and this is going to be the ship. This girl. This girl is gonna be called Sari. So Sari is a yandere type. Yes, I'm doing this. Well, she fell in love with Deku after him saving her from a sludge villain. It's not Bakugo, it's her. So she fell in love with him after that. But like she's a yandere and a tsundere at the same time. Like if any girl tries to talk to him, she doesn't hesitate to kill, or doesn't hesitate to hide. I know this girl is from a different anime and she's a lesbian, but get on with it. I'm getting demonetized anyways, so yeah. What, Deku? Okay. Bakugo is jealous because this girl has a crush on Deku and not on him. He thinks he's the best in the world and gets the best of the chicks. So they got there, and then what? They see a mutated zombie, and this mutated zombie was charging at them. Well, they all got into the car. When Deku wanted to get in the car, Bakugo pushed him out of the car and said, "Die, nerd. Nobody wants you." The what? Deku like widens his eyes. The what? Bakugo. They all drive away, laughing. The what? The mutated zombie just goes and attacks Deku. Doesn't bite him, but punches him away. Then he goes flying through a lot of buildings. I'm gonna say Deku trained during this 1 year time skip. So Deku goes into this cave, and this is obviously this is over. You know where this is going. I forgot to add this in the beginning, but he's going to get Hajime's powers. I got this idea from a YouTuber. Uh, I don't know his name. Let me check real quick. His name is Japster Star, basically, and he did What If Deku was in a zombie apocalypse and had Hajime's powers, but this time is going to be different. So he sees a crowd of zombies chasing after him. Though he either chose to either jump or get eaten. So he jumped down. The zombies looked at him fall down. They assumed he was dead. They didn't even try to jump down. So they went outside, checking for either more humans to eat or more animals. So, well, Deku, alright, he finds the same bunny as Hajime. Alright, then the bear slashes at the bunny, killing the bunny, and with that, slashing Deku's arm off. And Deku screams, and like that, screams out in agony. Then, well, he runs away. Okay, he doesn't do the same high. Alright, I'm gonna say that he was hiding behind some rocks, and he was like he was running fast because he trained. Then what he fell into the same high hole into the holy water. The what he said in his mind, why me? Why? All I wanted was to survive. Now look at me. I'm about to die. Thanks to that bastard. Katsuki Bakugo. I swear, when I get out of here, you're going to wish that you aren't alive. The what he gets the same mentality as Hajime, but then he remembers, sorry. Then what he remembered, like she's always like, whenever he compliments her or something like that, she always blushes, or like Baka like that. Then when he realizes she has a crush on him, then what? That's what kept him having nice side, basically, because she fell in love with his nice side. Then he found the new thing, not the new thing. Well, got the stick and found a hole with spikes in it, or like they dug up a hole for 10 days, like dug up a hole and made spikes in them for 10 days. Alright, then he lured in the wolves. Then he killed them the same way as Hajime, but without transmute. I'm gonna say the wolves have transmute, alright? Because I want him to have transmute so that the story can work. He kills the wolves. Then he eats them raw. It was disgusting, but he had to deal with it. Though he got through the same pain. He kept drinking the holy water, but he kept going through the same pain over and over and over again by healing and eating and getting worse, eating and getting worse, eating and getting worse. He's still eating the monster meat while drinking it. So for because of that, his he got taller. He got more muscular. His face changed. The freckles that you once knew on Deku were gone. Green hair gone, except for at the top of his hair having little green. Then, well, he checked. He found something in his pocket. All right. The what? It was the thing that you check your magic skills and levels with. The way he sees transmute and lightning cloud, and enhanced speed, durability, and bite. The what he tries transmute, he can manipulate the ground. Then he tries lightning cloud, he can't shoot it, and hey, the what he finds the same rocks and hey, the what he names the two guns. Uh, he names the two guns Yui and Sari. He names one. He names the Yui after his dead sister, and Sari after his lover. the girl that he loves, and she loves him back. She once she heard Deku died, she never believed it. Look, she doesn't believe it. She wants to see his body with her own eyes, so that she can believe it. So she kept believing. Then what? Deku will not meet Yue, cause she will go yandere basically. Okay. Then what? He kills the bear. He goes and kills the rabbit. Basically, sorry for the bear part. It's not now. He kills the bunny monster, gets quick step and aerobatics, and enhances jumping. I'm adding more abilities, just roll with me. Then, well, he finds the bear. He fights with the bear, since he's more trained and more like actually, yeah, and more used to guns and like that. He gets an easier fight. He he eats the bear. All of his all of his stats are increased. His strength, speed, durability, endurance, all of that. His mental his mental power increases by a lot. Not a lot, but like where you notice a difference. Then what does he find? He goes all the way down, gets the bear fur, the same way. Then what? He finds the two high they are guarding. The way he kills them both, opens the door, doesn't find Yui because Hajime stole it. And what this is what he looks like. Basically, imagine that, but with a little green on top. He's basically Hajime 2.0. Alright, he lost his left arm. And what? He killed the same crab monster or lobster monster and got the enhanced durability, enhanced defense. Then I'm adding new monster because I want this ability really badly. This ability is called Sword Mastery. It's a monster that has two hands for sword, two swords for hands, or four hands as swords. Okay, then what? Hajime fights it, and what? He's having a lot of trouble. Then what? At the last ditch effort, what? He pulls out the sniper that I would call Schlagen, cause I don't know, Mazaj. He takes out Schlagen, snipes him in the head, kills him. He eats his meat. Then what? He gets mastery over swords, over acrobatics, over over martial arts, thanks to the monster because it was highly intelligent, and mastery over any weapon he touches, because it could transform his hands to anything. Because I want that ability. The what? Hajime, or not Hajime, Deku. All right, train trains with the abilities. Unlike Hajime, he trains with the abilities. Then he goes down, meets the three-headed Hydra, and this time it's going to be a little harder since it can summon minions. Alright, and Deku kills the minions and kills the boss, but loses his right eye in the process. Alright, he eats their monster meat and gets their enhanced strength, speed, and durability. He's stronger than Hajime, two times stronger than Hajime, because I want to make him OP, but not that OP. So, anyways, Deku would go to the bed and sleep on there. Then, obviously, the bed can heal any injury if you sleep on it. Then, when he wakes up 2 days later because of the immense stress, uh, alright, he goes and finds the same labyrinth master, and he gets the creation magic. So he decides to stay there for 5 months instead of 3. But yeah, it's no 4 months instead of 3. So what? He creates the metal arm. He he creates he makes the mana crystal, puts inside of his eye socket, puts the eye patch, then creates the motorcycle, creates actually two motorcycles. That's why he stayed there a month, and created the Humvee, and created the minigun, and created two swords, two katanas that puts him like he puts him like Deadpool on his back, and they're both the same color as his metallic arm, black and red. So basically, he he goes to the labyrinth master and tells him he wants to go out. He said, "If you want to go out of this place, it will be destroyed, and you will nobody will ever return again." He said, "I accept." Then he's teleported outside. All the zombies just rush over there. Then he pulls out the two blades, starts killing them all of them. And he's not showing any mercy to the zombies, because why would you show mercy to a zombie? Then he would like remember where's UA, and he would go to get Sari. Alright, let's go to Sari's perspective in all of this. Anyways, Sari, what all this time was training hard with the swords and was training with the guns, and what she was determined to find Izuku. Bakugo tried to ask her out, but she declined. Bakugo tried to make explosions, but remember what I did. Huh. No quirks, which means no nothing for Bakugo. And she was quirkless also. Like everybody in the world is quirkless except for Nezu, because we need Nezu to be smart. Then what I'ma say, Deku, alright, goes to UA. He like drives there with the motorcycle. Alright, UA is about to be overrun. Sari was scared and was in her mind. I, I couldn't find Deku. Couldn't find Izuku, like my true love, the person who actually cared about me. Then what? You just say. Then what? You just see the motorcycle just go over the gates. Then what? The gates just bust down. Then what? Deku pulls out the two swords, starts killing all the zombies. Like they're wondering who the hell is this guy? Or hi, like they look at him, he's buff, white hair with green on the top. Like not that much, but like a green spot on the top. An eye patch, a metallic arm, two guns on his sides, and two blades on his back, like Deadpool. And with a motorcycle that just disappeared into blue dust. He's just murdering all the zombies. Then what? A mutant comes. Like people try to help, but they can't since they're all mutants. Because they have the highest sense of hearing. So what? They go and they try to attack Izuku. Izuku pulls out the two guns. And then what? He says silence. It's a dead silence. That's his quirk. Basically, like his quirk was dormant, so the quirk canceling gas didn't affect him. His quirk is called Dead Silent. Any weapon he holds, or anything he holds, and throws it or shoots it, it will be dead silent. So that's how. Well, he starts shooting all the zombies, killing them. Alright? Then what? He just like killed all the zombies. Then what? He transmuted and made a bigger barrier around the high. Then what? They're wondering who this is. Mr. Aizawa and Nezu and Mr. Aizawa and Nezu go to him and they say, "Who are you, young man?" Because they can clearly see. He says, they ask, "What's your name?" He says, "Izuku Midoriya." He says, "Izuku Midoriya." Hold on. Izuku Midoriya. Then what? They're shocked. Like, this is Izuku. This is what they see basically. They see this buff guy with a metallic arm, black and red metallic arm, two swords that are black and red, uh, a red eye, white hair, with green on the top a little bit, wearing some ancient clothes. And then what? Bakugo is shook to the core, or he's shocked and shook to the core. Then what? Deku looks at him with a lot of bloodlust and a death stare. Says, "I'm back, bitch, and you're going to suffer what I suffered." The what? Sorry, like she she's really happy. She's really happy, basically, like the happiest woman alive. It's basically like if imagine if you're a mother, all right, and your son got into college and he got and he was picked as the representative of all of America to fight other countries, and he actually won. Or like if your high school crush, if a girl has her high school crush actually high. So basically, yeah, that she's that happy. Then what she goes says, Izuku, that's you? Then he says, yeah, sorry, I'm back. Then what she says, how did you? Then what? Before she said anything, lifted her chin up and then kissed her on the lips, said, I love you. You're the person that actually made me go through all of this. Then what? She turned red. She said she confessed, and what they have a touching moment. Wako charges Izuku, says, "Step away from the girl I love." Deku like pulls out the gun, and Bakugo's head. Yes, I'm killing Bakugo. They say, "Why did you kill Bakugo?" He says, "He's if you don't know, he's been secretly killing students and killing our heroes and other people, so that he can survive whenever something goes wrong." And I successfully survived. And that's going to be the end of part one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe. See you later. Bye.